I'm fine.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, how about yesterday? What did you do yesterday and today also, since it's the weekends? Yeah.
I just sleep.
Oh, so nothing new that
I
you
just
did?
sleep and study and like study about my midterm test.
Oh, wow. That's good to know that you studied. Eh, so how many hours did you study? A bit?
Maybe 3 or 4.
Ooh, that's cool. Wow. So I think you are really ready for that midterm. True.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, that's cool. So do you think your midterm test will be very hard? Or maybe it's gonna be easy. You're gonna rock it. What do you think?
I think maybe easy.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So kind of confidence. I can see your level of confidence here above, so above. That's nice. So did you already eat your dinner?
No.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Okay, well then,
After class, I will go to the party.
party?
Yeah.
What party?
Uh, like family.
Ah, family party. Okay. So is that what kind of party is it? Is it like a
Eating.
birthday party?
No, no.
Oh, you
Like
just like gather
just
together as a family.
just eating.
Ah, together with a family. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's cool. All right. How about now? Can you tell me, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, that's good. So as you can see here, we are going now to continue page 52. This is on number 5 also, and we are going to continue read and compare the things that you answered in this lesson. So let's start off with number 5. What is the chore that men hate the most? Why do you think? Why do you think? All right. So you answered this. What did you answer this? Cooking?
Okay. Oh,
Aside from folding clothes, folding blanket.
yeah. And uh uh bonus additional
Uh-huh.
uh iron a shirt.
Iron, ar- mm, ironing a shirt.
Yeah, ironing a shirt. My teacher don't have girlfriend, so his shirt is like really have the shape uh wrinkle.
Oh, his shirt has a wrinkle. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
oh,
mean
so you
he don't have girlfriend.
okay, because his shirt is wrinkled.
Yeah.
Okay. Why would you assume like that?
Uh, like normally, girlfriend will do it for boyfriend.
I see. How about you? I know you don't have a girlfriend. Are your shirts wrinkled?
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right. So let's try to compare your answer from speaker letter A and speaker letter B, and let's try to read their own opinion.
I'm convinced that cleaning the floor is the most hated chore for men. Maybe because the male ego does not uh, appreciate appreciate
Appreciate?
appreciate being on one's hands and knees like a slave. Men want to think they are master of the universe, and this sort of hard labor is beneath them.
Beneath.
Beneath them.
Okay, how about for speaker letter B?
Taking out the garbage should be easy, right? It doesn't take long and can be accomplished. At the same time, one is leaving the house to go to work. But somehow, no matter how many times I remind my husband to do this simple task, he always manages to forget. I always end up doing it self. What makes me especially angry so is the fact that he agreed to do this in exchange for not having to do anything else around the house.
Oh, how about you? Is it really annoying for you to throw out the
No,
garbage?
no,
Yeah, it's not. It's just a simple task. You just have to
L-
walk.
lazy husband.
Lazy husband, huh? Yes, he is. Okay. How about number 6? We have the question, what is the chore a woman hate the most and why? So I also forgot what you answered here. How about you? Did you remember it?
I say I don't know.
I think you said that woman doesn't hate chores.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so. I think you said that. I
yeah.
think you told me.
In some family, uh, think women need to work.
Yeah. Okay, so let's try to read speaker A and speaker B to compare your answers to them. Okay, so let's read.
Washing the clothes tops the list. It is mindless labor. Everything else requires some sort of mental engagement to do properly. But washing is just a routine. I put it off as long as possible, but it seems that I end up doing it several times a week anyway.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, active speaker A talks about what does she hate the most? What does she hate the most doing?
Washing the clothes.
Washing the clothes and
Uh, I don't know. and, and
no, she said she doesn't like to wash the clothes is the top list. Also, as you said also, last time, folding. However, she doesn't fold, how do you call this? She doesn't fold blankets, but of course, washing clothes also comes up with folding clothes too, right?
mm,
Yes, so that's why he thinks it is a very easy, mindless labor. So what is a mindless labor?
uh, using or
Mindless.
requiring no intelligence.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so he thinks that this kind of work doesn't require a kind of, like a mind thing. You don't need to use your mind just to use or do this kind of task. But why do you think woman hates, really hates? Well, To be honest, I really hate washing clothes too. But but I think I have to, because if we don't wash clothes, what do we wear for the rest of
Yeah,
the week? Yeah.
yeah.
Boys doesn't do that. Yeah, boys doesn't do that. So that's why washing clothes is the priority top. Okay, how about letter B?
Wives hate having to do everything for their husbands, but they love doing it things for their children. I guess the difference is that husbands are old enough to do some of these things for themselves, but their kids never grow up. I know that my mother does everything to make my dad look good, but she complains about it incessantly, and I never
Yeah.
hear her complain about working on my behalf.
Yes. Okay, now how about this speaker? What is she referring to or talking about?
He, she, she hate, she hate doing everything for she husbands, but she love doing for for her children.
Or her child?
Yeah,
Yes. Okay. Now, I think that's just a very simple thing to understand, right? If
yeah,
you do understand that, yes, because man or their husband, in short, is already grown up, and they doesn't have to do anything, all the stuffs to do, especially they you already know how to do all these kinds of works. So
yeah.
before we proceed to the next page, let's try to read first this vocabulary, David, and know a lot of words.
Ego, self-importance, conceit, garbage, waste material that is thrown away, top, be at the top, incess, in, insistent, incessant,
In Yeah, incessantly.
incessantly, constantly, beneath, less important than, inferior, inferior to,
Mhm.
end up, reach a final state or condition, mindless, you using or requiring no intelligence on somebody's behalf in order to help somebody.
Okay. Now let's proceed to the next page on the question. Women are said to be more adept at doing household chores. Do you agree? Why or why not? So this was the last question, right? And you already told me about this question. Hmm. What was that about? I forgot. Yeah, that was a very long time ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want you to why don't you answer it for me again? Women are said to be more adept or to be more skillful at doing household chores. So do you agree with that,
Women
David?
are
Why?
women are said women need to be more adept.
They need, when we say adept, this is something that skills a person requires, or a skills that a person has already been in her. Like she didn't need to practice it, to have training to do this kind of stuff. It comes out naturally. That's adapt. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. So but do you agree with that?
Let's think. I don't know.
So
um.
mhm.
Yeah. I think agree. I
You
think I'm agree.
agree. Okay, so since you agree, can you tell me why?
Uh, like they they need to do housework more than men.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, did I told you about this stuff? I don't know. Yeah. So did I? Oh, yeah. I told you about this last time. Yep. So let's try to read this dialogue here to understand. Woman, does really woman have to be more adept or said to be more adept at doing household chores? So first, again, of course, basically you're gonna be the male and teacher's gonna be the F. Okay. So let's start. Mhm. Okay. Let me just try to. Okay, there you go. There might have been a time when women had nothing else to do except take care of the home. Well, it made a certain amount of sense that if the husband was away from home earning money for their family, then the wife should make sure everything at home was taken care of.
Do I sense that you don't think that is the case anymore?
Well, it might be for some families. If the wife does not have a job, then she should be expected to work at home. That seems fair.
But
But that isn't the case for most families anymore. A lot of women works outside the home and many have full-time jobs. They put in just as much time as work as their husbands do. But still they are expected to take care of the house too. Most husband doesn't help at all, or they only help a tiny bit.
well, why don't women go on strike then? The don't iron while the strike is
Iron?
iron while the strike is hot. Eventually, men will be forced to help out since they want to live in a clean house and wear nice clothes too.
Mm. Well, I don't know about most men, but I don't think my husband cares much one way or another if the house is messy. He just seemed oblivious to the whole situation. Eventually, I just can't take it anymore and clean up the mess by myself.
Do you do you suppose it genetic?
What? Do I think there's a house cleaning gene that women have and men don't? Of course not. Men are just lazy slobs. That's all.
I take exception to that. I don't think I'm lazy at all, and I'm certainly not a slob. I always take great care to look good and to live in a neat, clean environment.
Then what's the difference between you and the rest of the male race?
I guess, I guess it was the way I was raised. I was always expected to help with the household chores. So when I'm so when I got married, I was used to it. Sure, when I get home, I'm tired and want to relax, but I know my wife feels the same way, so I always try to do about half the housework, and we take turns doing the things we both hate.
Okay. All right. So what do you think about their conversation now? I mean, yeah, I mean, David. Do you agree with their conversation? Do you think men is just lazy slobs and doesn't have a house cleaning gene that women have?
Yeah, I think.
What?
Yeah.
But yes, it really. But yes, I think the female really has the point, okay? Woman doesn't only have, okay? It's like God only gave a woman the house cleaning genes. Okay. Also, of course, men too, because there are a lot of men also do homework. I mean, house chores. House chores, right? Like you do house chores. You clean,
Yeah.
you wash dishes, right? So it's not about the gene that you have. It's about if it is you're lazy or not. And what do you think? Are you lazy or not?
Mm, a little lazy.
I think we are all lazy. Yeah, I think we are all lazy because everything is just very, you have to take care of yourself too. So you're not being lazy, not because you're being lazy, it doesn't mean you don't have work. So that means you are taking maybe a break for yourself. And that's all.
Mm.
Okay? As long as you are not lazy, I think that's much more important, right? How about your friends? What can you say about them? Do you think they are lazy or not?
Yeah, they really lazy. The Korean people is really lazy.
Okay. All right. Now to end up our discussion, David, let's read our vocabulary. And I think we are all settled up.
Make sense, be practical and sensible. Tiny, extremely small, oblivious, unaware of what is happening, slob, dirty, lazy, or messy person. Fair, without favoritisms, trust,
Fav- mm, Without favoritism.
favoritism, go on strike, refuse to work, messy, disorderly, take, accept, or endure.
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 Yes. All right. Very good job. That's it. So, yes, congratulations. Now, since we are done here in our issue 7, in our next class, we will gonna be talking about the issue 8, David, and that is all about do you get along with your parents? Oh, so we are going to talk about more about your parents. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So I think that's it for our lesson tonight. David, I'll see you again next time. You did a good job tonight, okay? I'm very proud of you. I'll see you
Mm,
next time and have a great night.
see you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.